Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Bulls of Chicago. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Escapes the defender. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Okay, break.
But right away, they'll change the look. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
To throw on second down, Anthony. He completes it to Olave. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
Left thing, 19. 18, Pioneer. 19, Lion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 19 yards away. And the Saints are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Half 18, half 18.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Bama, Bama, Bama.
Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And good sideline-to-sideline tackling there as they're going to get him down a couple yards short of the first. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing to start the drive. Anthony shakes off the sack. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
In motion right, that's Hamler. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 2nd and 3 from the 9. The slot man in motion right. They pitch it to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now they'll change things up. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Luka 19. Smash.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ready, break.
Perry, the man in motion. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Now they bring the tight end in motion right. Eluding the pressure. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Here we go.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 39, Jones. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Here now a 3rd and 20.
Triple right, Pacino. Triple right, Timberland. Ladybug.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
In motion right, that's Hamler. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Slot man moves right. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll audible to something else. A throw left side, held in by Hamler. Touchdown, Saints. K.J. Hamler from 10 yards out. And the Saints continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Timberland. Dom Capers. Detroit Johnson.
Throwing again. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. In motion, Slayton.
Great. Bama. Great.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
South salad. Other side. Cockroach.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
19 Tiger. Reload, reload.
Perry on the move to the right.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ready?
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to speed things up here.
Cowboy 80.
First down, Saints.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 1st and 10, Anthony. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hurt.
In motion right, that's Hamler. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on.
Now 2nd and 9. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Anthony. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Jump right, Pacino. Timberland.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Timberland. Dom Capers.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Great.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Other side. Come through. Cockroach.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Apple. Triple right, Pacino. Timberland.
Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, here we go.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Dom Capers, Detroit Johnson.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Bama. Great.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And they'll run for it with Barkley. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So a big play there on fourth, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Barkley hit, and the ball pops free. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now a 2nd and 6. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Why shift the crew? South salad, south salad, south salad, south salad.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Apple. Triple right, Pacino. Triple right, Pacino.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. In motion right, that's Hamler. Chubb on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. The slot man in motion right. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
18 Rattler. 19 tight.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Anthony. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now this throw caught left side. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Second down and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. Perry on the move to the right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Chubb will get the call, running left. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Nick Chubb from 17 yards out. And the Saints are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go, hey.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On second down, here's Barkley. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here we go.
The offense on third down tonight, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Great. Up, go.
Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Jamie Gillen down. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 86 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3.
19 Tiger. Come 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
From the gun on third down, Anthony. And now another one thrown incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
No! Cowboy 80! Buffalo 18! 70 Ranger! Go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he will go down
outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Anthony. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted.
Here we go, hey.
Over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Chip.
And they will take a knee here. And the Saints season will march on as we say thanks for watching and so long. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
go, let's go. Set. Set. 380. Good hunt. Let's go. Set. Let's go. Set. Let's go. $380. Run! Run! $380. Run! What is it? $380. Run! Set. Set. Ready. Ready. What is it? Set. Green hunt. Set. 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 Ready. Set. Grenade. Set. Go. Set. 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 Green hunt.